The wind and the rain, the damage that was left behind by Hurricane Florence, Morehead City, North Carolina, brought to the surface of our next guests the need to pitch in a helping hand. Our neighbors, who did not blink an eye when they found out there was a need down in North Carolina, would like to introduce you this afternoon to Lewis Fire Captain Chris Culpo. This is firefighter Dwayne Noonan with Smyrna, and this is Training Administrator Tucker Dempsey with the Delaware State Fire School. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. No problem. And you know what, I'm going to start off right off the bat. Thank you for going down and doing what you did. Thank you. Appreciate that very, very much. But let me ask you this. How did you wind up going down there?
So whenever there's a disaster the size of the hurricane, like in Florence in North Carolina, the states will anticipate their needs. So they start thinking about, we're going to need this much help. So what they do is they go state to state. They put out a package that says, we want this many of this particular resource. So they contacted every state in the country and said, we need 15 fire engines, 15 brush trucks, and 15 tankers. So it goes to the Delaware Emergency Management Agency. Every agency that everybody knows is DEMA. Right. So DEMA contacted me because I'm one of the fire service coordinators through the fire school. So they said, you know, do you think we could fill this order? So right away we just put out an email to all the fire chiefs. We put out a text message to all the fire chiefs. Said, look, if you guys can spare anybody, get them to me right now. Even if we can't fill all 15 of each category, we want to try to send some. We've never done this before. Never gotten this far. So we put it out, and within a few minutes I already had a couple. It took us about 15 hours to put all this together to get the group that confirmed that they were going to go. Right. We send a bid package to North Carolina that says it's going to cost us this much to get down there, this much to stay down there. They agreed on it, and we got the call to go.
Boom, you went.
12 hours they were on the road.
So where did you guys go?
Well, first we went to Raleigh, North Carolina, where the staging area was, and as soon as we got there, we were told that we would be pushed out into a different area of North Carolina. Me and the captain got pushed out to Morehead City, which is on the coast down near the Outer Banks. Right.
And you're acting as a backup to the departments that are already there. Is that how it works?
Yeah. So when we arrived, we went to their station too. They're just like Lewis. They have 3 stations, and the fire chief awaited us there. But when we rolled in, we had Christiana, Newark, Hocas, and us. There was like 6 fire engines in the fire chief was like, whoa, like, this is not what I asked for. So there's a town farther east on the coast that needed help too. So the Newcastle County guys deployed to there, and we stayed in Morehead City, and they were just worn ragged. And they were just, as soon as we got there, they asked if we could take over. And
this was the kind of stuff that you were seeing when you got there?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
So any outstanding stories come to mind
of? The second night we were there, we were sitting in the fire station. We just ate dinner, and we get hit out for a generator, an outside fire. And as soon as we left the fire station, dispatch came and upgraded the call to a working alarm. Right. And the Delaware guys, Dwayne and his partner, were first arriving on scene. And you guys can, what did you guys see?
So we ran up, and the neighbors were telling us, we parked out of the way so the other apparatus could get into up the lane. There was no hydrants there, so it was going to be a tanker, like task force, to be able to get us water up there. But we ran up there, and the generator on the back of the house was too close to the house, and it caught on fire and got into some gas cans, and then worked up the outside of the house and got up into the attic. So had a small little attic fire that was well contained within 15-20 minutes. But,
and you were there for it?
We were there for it.
Delaware guys were the interior crew, and the Morehead City guys, they were first arriving engines, so they went straight to the source. Yeah. They contained the generator, and the 2 Lewis firemen, myself and Addison Hillbender, were interior in the attic, and with the Morehead City guys' help, they vented the roof while we did an interior attack and kept it right over the garage.
And for those who are not familiar, everything that he's describing here is very carefully coordinated, so each team knows what the other team is doing when you make an attack. So you were there for how long?
We worked for 5 days and traveled 2.
Would you do it again?
Absolutely.
Why?
I just think that was able to go down there and lend a helping hand. Yeah. I think the biggest thing that we didn't even think of, those guys had been on shift for 5 days straight before we even got down there because the storm was coming, and their department held them over. So they were there.
You're talking 5 days straight. You're talking 24-hour days.
Yes, sir. Yeah. They were all staying at the firehouse, but they would do their normal shifts, And so one group was off, their shift was off, the other one was on, but they were there for 5 days straight. They weren't able to go check on their houses or anything. So when we got there, it was just, those guys were so ecstatic that they were get to go home,
Right.
check on their families, and everything like that.
Because they're taking care of everybody else.
Didn't you help out some of the firefighters?
Yeah,
at homes
it was in my opinion, it was definitely a life-changing event because the Southern hospitality is still true down there. When we went to the gas station the first day to refuel up, the emergency vehicles had preference. So there was a line of about 1.5 miles of cars trying to get in this one, the only gas station open. So we pulled in, and there was a line of probably 300 people trying to get food in the gas station. Well, as soon as we stepped off our fire engine, every person in that line gave us a round of applause.
Is that right?
Yeah, and I had a 20-yard walk to the door, and I probably received 150 hugs from somebody I never even knew.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I want to read this statement that was put out by the fire chief in Morehead City, North Carolina, Chief Folk, is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
Jamie Folk.
Here's what he said. Your department is now part of the Morehead City family. We could not have accomplished this without all of you from Delaware. Before this storm, I did not know any of these individuals or their capabilities, but today I know them and their hearts. These guys are true firefighters that represent the best of your department. Of course, you guys were not the only ones that went. There were a lot that went down there, but thank you so much for representing them here with us today on Delmarva Live. Thank you, sir, very much. We appreciate all of your service, everything that you do here daily. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
No problem.
I get to sit here with some heroes.